Hey guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
I'll do me and you do you.
Say I'm yours, but I'm anybody else's. You say you're mine, but there's always someone else. All the disguise, we're in love with being selfless. Let's make the most, say a toast before we melt.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. The Padres have rattled off 16 straight wins. Will they make it 17? Find out next. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Guys, the Swingin' Friars, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well, both come in on winning streaks.
Guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
To the plate now, Darren Ruff. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Slater on at first, nobody out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Here comes the 1-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Full count, here it comes. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. Making him sweat out there, the 7th pitch coming up. Good battle, count remains full. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Oh, 2 the count to Posey. And it's 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit, froze him, but just missed the zone.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Back up the middle. Reined in. Step on the bag for 1. On to Hosmer. A double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Giants 0, Padres coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, DeSclafani, a big, tall, strapping guy, not an overpowering guy. 93 to 95 miles an hour, big, sweeping breaking ball, and the straight changeup. When he's on, you'll know. For a guy like this, he gets a lot of swings and misses. If he's on, a lot of strikeouts early on in the game.
Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder. 3-0 now. Fernando Tatis Jr. will be next. Here it is, the 3-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Whoa, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I love the way Eric Hosmer plays the game. He's got a batting average of over 400 with runners in scoring position coming into this one. I love watching him in those situations because he gets really dialed in. Hopefully we get to see some of that today.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 258 the average to begin play, 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. And now a pitch on the way. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Padres down in order. We are still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And it's fouled away. And Longoria swings and misses. A good pitch there, and he's down on strikes for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark. 3 homers, 9 driven in. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. This is popped up. Hosmer is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Base is empty, 2 away. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Pitch on the way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is under this one. And he will put it away to retire the side. Giants are down 1, 2, 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now. And here comes the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
The first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
Now here's the pitch. One 0 count. Here it is. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
After those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Slater. He can't get there as it falls in.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
In at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Slater is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And let's focus our attention on third baseman Evan Longoria. Multiple Gold Glove winner. This guy has ice water in his veins. He never lets on. You can't tell if this guy's on fire or he's struggling. He's one of the most consistent defenders in our sport.
Here's Will Myers. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. The average coming in at 266. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this.
Back now in San Diego, home of the Padres, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. They come into this game ranked first in the league in team ERA, and talking with some of the members of the staff prior to the game, they mentioned how they've really been able to feed off each other. They're a competitive bunch, so when one guy goes out and has a great game, the starter the next day feels the motivation to live up to that performance, if not best it. Maybe a big reason behind their success this year, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
San Francisco, the shortstop.
Digging in will be Mauricio Dubon. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third. Fastball in there for a called strike. Snell has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The windup and the 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, Mike Tauchman. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. That's 2-0 now. Third inning, no score to this point. Swung on and missed. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And so the pitcher will bat next. That brings up Anthony DeSclafani. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The center fielder, number 13, Austin Slater.
So now to the plate, Austin Slater. He singled in his first AB.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. Tachman stands at second with 2 gone. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Giants have taken a 2-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Now back.
At the plate, Darren Ruff. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A windup and the 0-1. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 San Francisco. Bottom of the 3rd now, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly by Belt, and there's 1 away.
Batting in, the catcher, Austin.
Now into the box, Austin Nova. And now the first pitch. Now here's a shot out toward the gap in right center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that 2-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
At the plate now, Blake Snell. Fly ball right down the line in left. And no one will get this one. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
Trent Grisham is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Now the 1-0 is taken, strike one.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
The 1-1 makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike two.
Ooh, that was an ugly swing. I'm sure he's not going to watch that one on replay after the game.
And he fouls this one off. Runners are at first and third, one away. And that one got